Yo, wrestling maniacs, it's your host on All About WWE News, where WWE never sleeps. Subscribe right now, turn on notifications, and let's get into today's showdown. Tensions are running high in the NXT women's locker room, and tonight, everything changed. Just moments before her big title defense, Tatum Pax found herself face-to-face with Lola Vice in a heated backstage exchange that had the entire arena talking. What started as a seemingly respectful interaction quickly spiraled into one of the most intense moments we've seen in NXT this year. And just when it looked like things couldn't get any more chaotic, Izzy entered the picture and threw fuel on an already blazing fire. The calm before the storm. It all began in a quiet corner backstage where Tatum Pax was preparing for what she believed would be another hard-fought yet focused night. As cameras rolled, her composure and confidence were unmistakable. The calm of a champion ready for battle. But the calm didn't last long. Out of nowhere, Lola Vice appeared. Her expression sharp, but not immediately hostile. She approached Tatum with a smirk and, surprisingly, offered her congratulations on a recent victory. For a brief second, the air between them was almost cordial. Viewers could feel the mutual respect of two women who know the grind it takes to reach the top. Then, in classic NXT fashion, that respect turned to rivalry in a heartbeat. Lola Vice breaks the silence. After her polite opening, Lola's tone shifted. Her words became sharper, her body language bolder. She told Tatum she was grateful for the opportunity she had tonight, an opportunity she claimed that she fully intended to capitalize on. "Don't mistake my respect for weakness," Lola said, her eyes locked with Tatum's. "I'm not here to just share the spotlight. I'm here to take it." The room temperature seemed to rise as her confidence took center stage. Fans watching from the monitors backstage leaned in, sensing that something big was unfolding. Lola Vice isn't new to this kind of confrontation. Known for her combination of technical precision and striking power, she's been steadily climbing the NXT ranks, earning herself a reputation as one of the most dangerous rising stars in the division. Her evolution from a determined competitor to a self-assured contender has been fast and undeniable, and tonight she made sure the reigning champion knew exactly who was coming for her crown. Tatum Pax stands her ground. Tatum Pax didn't flinch. As the defending champion, she's no stranger to challengers stepping up with fire in their eyes. But rather than match Lola's aggression, she met her challenge with quiet intensity. "I've fought my whole life for this," Tatum replied, her tone calm yet commanding. "I've faced people who said the same thing you're saying now, that they'd take everything I've worked for. But my reign doesn't end tonight. Not for you. Not for anyone." It was the kind of response that defines champions, measured but fierce. Every word carried the weight of experience, and the tension between the two women became almost palpable. The crowd watching backstage could feel that this wasn't just a standard title defense anymore. This was personal. The arrival of Izzy just as the verbal exchange between Tatum and Lola hit its peak, another familiar face entered the frame. Izzy. Her arrival caught both women off guard, and the atmosphere, already electric, suddenly turned volatile. Izzy, with her trademark confidence and sharp tongue, wasted no time stirring the pot. She casually leaned against the wall and said what everyone else was thinking, but no one dared to say aloud. "Interesting matchup tonight. Though, honestly, I'm not sure Lola's the right challenger for you, Tatum." The comment hit like a thunderclap. Lola's eyes narrowed immediately, and even Tatum's steady composure cracked for a moment. Izzy's tone wasn't overtly hostile, but her words were perfectly designed to sow tension, and they did. The look she gave both women afterward told the story. She wasn't there just to observe. She was there to insert herself into the narrative. The women's division heats up. If there's one takeaway from tonight's events, it's that NXT's women's division has never been more exciting. Between Tatum's dominance, Lola's hunger, and Izzy's unpredictability, the stage is set for a feud that could define the next era of NXT. Each of these women represents a different kind of strength. Tatum's resilience, Lola's fire, and Izzy's cunning. And when those forces collide, fireworks are inevitable. Fans love rivalries that feel real, that carry emotional weight beyond the ropes. This one has that written all over it. The looks exchanged between these three women said everything words couldn't. Respect, rivalry, and a hunger for greatness that none of them are willing to give up. The road ahead. So what happens next? That's the million-dollar question. Tonight's confrontation might have started as a verbal exchange, but it's only a matter of time before fists fly and alliances crumble. If Izzy's interference escalates, we could be looking at a triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship, a match that could steal the show at an upcoming live event. Tatum Pax will have to be more than a fighting champion. She'll have to be a strategist. Lola Vice, meanwhile, has momentum on her side and a point to prove. And Izzy? She's the wild card, the spark that could turn this rivalry into a full-blown explosion. Fans react to the confrontation. Within minutes of the segment airing, fan reactions flooded social media. Hashtags with the women's names began trending, with debates raging about who would walk out as champion. Some praised Lola's confidence, calling her the future of the division. Others stood firmly behind Tatum, admiring her poise under pressure. And a growing number of fans pointed out that Izzy's mind games might be the biggest threat of all. The discussion highlights what NXT has always done best, creating stories that feel alive, unpredictable, and deeply personal. This isn't just about a title, it's about pride, respect, and proving who belongs at the top of the mountain. The stakes have never been higher. Heading into tonight's show, Tatum Pax was focused solely on defending her title. Now she's fighting to maintain control over a division that feels ready to erupt. Lola Vice wants validation. Izzy wants disruption, and both are standing in the champion's way. For NXT fans, this is what makes the brand so special. The sense that anything can happen, and that every segment, every stare down, could be the start of something unforgettable. Whether the title changes hands tonight or not, this confrontation has already changed the landscape of the women's division. Final thoughts. Tonight's backstage encounter wasn't just a promo, it was a statement. It showed that the next generation of NXT's women's division isn't content to wait their turn. They're ready to fight for it, to claim it, to redefine it. Tatum Pax remains the standard bearer. Lola Vice is the challenger who refuses to back down, and Izzy is the opportunist who sees openings where others see boundaries. One thing is clear, the NXT women's division is about to explode. Rivalries are forming, ambitions are clashing, and every superstar involved is ready to prove that this is their moment. The only question left now is, who walks out as champion, and who's left watching from the shadows when the dust settles?